Hey, I'm here. I need to go make a coffee. I pressed. I was creating the stream,
Hey,
right?
I'm here.
Typing in
I need to
all
go
the
make a.
information, and I just clicked OK, like to say, yep, that's the information. But the button I clicked was actually, yeah, OK plus go live. So I've actually gone live without meaning to go live. I was going to do it in a couple of minutes because I needed a coffee. So I'm going to go and get a coffee in a second. Right, guys. So live right now. Hi, everyone, by the way. Live right now is I have AI in the background. I've been inspired a little bit by Von Doodle here, who's been messing with this as well. And I'm asking Claude AI to create overlays for Elite Dangerous. And as you can see at the top of the screen, in white, it's already created information which I used to have at the bottom of the screen, but now I can get rid of that. And it's basically showing my system, where I am, my location. I haven't tested it on a planet. I've asked it to update it on a planet. So if I land on a planet surface, I'm hoping it's going to. I think it just shows like icy body or rocky body, but I wanted to show the planet name if possible. So I might ask it to do that, and also the coordinates, the galactic coordinates of where I am. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Now, something we're working on live right now is a separate overlay for exobiology. And also one for the ship, which I didn't ask it to do, but it's done it anyway. And we're going to show that on screen as soon as I get it. And then maybe anything else it can think of. And I didn't give too much details about exobiology, only that I wanted it to show, you know, the one of 3 scans that you do. And when it ran through the explanation, like, it knows what it's talking about. It's like it's played Elite Dangerous before, so it's like, yeah, I can just tell you what I want and leave you to it. So I'm just downloading the zip file right now, which is an exobiology box and a ship status box. Now it said it could do the ship status box, which I didn't tell it, yeah, go ahead and do that one. I just asked it for the exobiology one, but it's done it anyway, so I'm not going to complain. We'll take a look at it. So who's with me? Mad Jock. First one in. Well done. What's this? Start goal. Super chat and gift goals are now in the plus menu. Super chat, gift. What's a gift goal? Are now in the plus menu. What the hell is a plus menu? Start a goal. I don't know. I haven't got any goals really. Rocket City Tim. Hi, Rocket City Tim. Welcome to the stream. Quasar Rad 1464. Welcome in. Yeah, refresh your mug. Bloody hell. I need my coffee. I had one earlier. Like, when I say earlier, I mean like earlier in the day. Oh, honestly, the first one of the day just goes down so nicely. Right, let's have a look. Now, I've asked it to do the top, that writing on the top of the screen where it says system, location, and coordinates. I've asked it to put those in cyan color, and it said I only have to re-download the zip file it created last time. Oh, where does the Python script go? It's written a Python script. Where does that go? Right, to display this information on the screen. Hey, Andy. Hi, Lenny. Welcome, guys. So to display that information on the top of the screen there, Claude actually wrote an ED Market Connector plugin to do it. It actually just did that. I need to ask it, where does unzip and drop... Oh, okay. Unzip and drop the whole EDXO ship overlay folder into your EDMC plugins folder along with the first one. And righty ho ho. Okay, well, let's do that then. Because in order to have the overlay on the top, I need to have Market Connector running. Also, I'm in the wrong account for this, because if I'm going to show exobiology stuff, I really want to be on the John Beamer account. So we're going to have to switch over to that. Right, open plugins folder. Because it's not going to display much on the screen right now, is it? I mean, because I'm not doing any exobiology. Right, so we have to drop the whole folder into there. Done that. Okay. So it's written 2 Python plugins now for this thing. In OBS, add 2 more browser sources, Exobio overlay and ship overlay. Position them wherever you like. You mentioned top left under system bar. That will work nicely for the Exo box. Ship status could go bottom left or wherever's free. Exobiology. Current body name. Total biological signal count. Possible genus hints once you DSS probe the body. And a live list of species with 1 to 3 scan with X to 3 scan progress that flips to green on the final analysis scan, plus a pink first tag if the codex flags it as a first discovery. So that's the first footfall, basically. Ship status box, fuel percentage, with a bar that goes to amber and to red as it drops. Nice. Hull percentage, same color logic. Updates on damage events, cargo used and capacity with a row of state tags, shields, gear, hardpoint, scoop, super cruise, docked, silent running, and the light up cyan when active with low fuel, overheating, interdicted, in danger. One thing worth testing live. The exobiology list reacts when you move to a new body. Tracked via supercruise exit, body approach or touchdown, so it should naturally clear as you hop between planets during a biology run. Oh, okay, that's smart. All right. We need to switch accounts for this, and then we can add the overlays. All right, so, right, well, let's get out of here then. Oh, did I re-enable? No. I've added the source. Now I need to quit Market Connector. That should take off the top line. Actually, I think, yeah, it goes dim. Yeah, you see, so when ED Market Connector is not running, the status bar stays there, but it just dims and just stays dim. Oh, I like this. Okay, so let me just go back into Elite again, but this time under the Beamer account. Only 1 copy of Elite can be running at a time. You're quite right. I've had some login issues with this, man. Invalid credentials. I've had to change passwords on on a couple of my accounts. I don't know why it wasn't letting me in, but it is. It seems to be doing it now. Okay, so let me have a look. Just logging into the Beamer account. Hope you guys are all right today. So yeah, just I have no idea what my password is for this one. I keep changing them, I don't know. Right. Let me just confirm. Thankfully, I do have a nice secure password manager. So Elite Dangerous. John Beamer. Yeah, I did have the right password. Clever me. What I can't click. Oh, username or password incorrect. Say what, my man? I think I changed the password and I didn't update my password manager. How clever is that? Right, let's do forget password. Give me a sec, guys. I have to reset this one now. Right, password. So okay, and then again. This is why it's a test stream. And I also want to know if you guys, I don't know how you're looking at the, hold on, passwords don't match. Yeah, I don't know how you're watching this stream, whether it's on PC or laptop or phone or TV or however you guys are watching it. But I just want to, the part of the test is to make sure that that font is big enough that you guys can see it. You had login issues as well. I've had so many confirmation codes from Elite Dangerous. Oh, it won't go into that account, will it? Right. Yeah, those no reply password reset confirmation codes. I've had millions of them. I've had 4 today just to get one account running. That was the rusty one. Right, let's have a look. Got this code now. I'll give you a clue. It's got a 6 in it. Right, confirmation code. Okay, password reset. Click update. Now it's asking me to log in. Because then ED Market Connector, when I run it again, is going to want access to that. Okay, and the new password is that one. Click login, click update. Another verification code. They're a pain in the arse, these verification codes, but they are necessary. I understand that. They are absolutely necessary. And I'm thankful that they're there. They are a pain, but I'm thankful that they're there. Because they do safeguard you. Verify. Approve. Now, you can... I've just noticed, guys, on this, when you log in to your Frontier account, it says that it can link to third-party accounts such as Steam and Epic Games and such. Now, the John Beamer account is Steam-based, I think. Or is that Oliver Hardy? I think Oliver Hardy is Steam-based. But the link for Epic Games, if I link that up, does that mean I can log in on my normal Elite Dangerous account here with that Epic Game account without having to reinstall it? Because if I want to run my 4th account, which I have on Epic, I need to do a separate installation somewhere else because that's how Epic runs. But if I link the Epic account onto that, if I log in using that 4th account on Elite Dangerous, does that make sense? On Frontier's website, and then link Epic Games, will that mean I don't have to do a 40 gig reinstall? Because if so, nope, you have to launch via the Epic Game. Ah, damn it. Yeah, black screen, Andy, yeah. I'm just going through passwords here. I've had to redo my password. So I think what I've got to do now is actually come out of the client. Go back in. Oh, wrong client. Go back in. Yeah, there's nothing to see because I'm just trying to get the game running. And of course, I'm having password issues because Elite doesn't want to recognize any of my credentials anymore. All right, let's see if it logs in now. The verification code. Thank you. So one more verification code, guys, and we are logged into John Beamer. Come on, Frontier. Spit that email. There it is. Okay, this one's got a 6 in it as well. 7, 2, and 0. Okay, there we go. It's a one-time verification. Click submit. All right, there's the play button. Oh, they've got an emerald kestrel as well now. Isn't that lovely? Right. So now that that's taken care of, I need to update my password manager. with the new password. Save that, exit that. Elite should be coming up on the screen any second. There it is. Hey Ben. Oh, yeah. Hi. Yeah, it's a bit late. I mean, I've been sleeping a bit today, but my head's been in a state where it's telling me I need more than a couple of days to recover. So yeah, okay, so this is the Beamer account. So let's jump in here. Now it says location in space, which is not correct, but it should update the moment we get into the game. And then we can add those overlays somehow, somewhere on top here. So I have a location overlay, which I'm going to grab. Oh, shenanigans. Okay, I think I know how to do this. So let's go to add browser source, and this will be the exobiology one, right? Although there might not be anything to display right now, because the bios on here, I think, are done already. I don't know. It's going to grab it off the Elite Dangerous journal file anyway. So, right. So let's go to File, Settings, Plugins, and then go to, which is the one it wrote for me? ED Status Overlay. Ah, there it is. ED Exo Ship Overlay. Okay. So let's open plugin folder. Yeah, it's nice that it can write EDMC plugins just like that. I love that. Because I just asked it. I said, I like to do exobiology in one of my current accounts, the John Beamer one. I said, so just any cool information that you think would be handy, yeah, let me know, and we'll get it displayed. Right, so URL, I just need to put in the file name now, which is exo underscore, no, not that, underscore, there you go, exo overlay.ht hypertext markup language, HTML. Fine. Now the width, it says it's 480. I've got it currently at 800. So let's go to 480. I don't know what the width is going to look like on screen. And let's click OK. And let's drop that down a little. So there's currently nothing on the screen right now. And I'm just going to rename it. Rename. Are you sure you wish to remove? No, I'm not. Rename, I mean. Rename. And we'll call it exobio data. Okay. Now the other overlay is if I duplicate this one. Do I duplicate? No, don't duplicate. Things go wrong when you duplicate. Another browser source. Now this one should appear straight away because it's my ship information. So if I just paste in the link, so the URL, hey, wait a minute. Oh yeah, there, yeah, URL, yeah, it's a local file, hold on. I haven't been doing it that way. I've been putting it in a different way. Wait a minute. Location. Oh, hold on, guys. Right-click, Properties. Right, so this one is showing an overlay. I haven't clicked Local File, but it still works. So I don't need to do it. So stick it. Right, let's put that one in. Let's do that again. That was wrong. And this one is called ship overlay. So ship underscore. Hello, Gray. How are you doing, sir? I created one for displaying merits. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, this one I'm just having fun with it right now, to see what it can do for me. Now, what did it say was the width of this one? I think the ship info it said was 360 across. Not that it really matters. Ship overlay, width 340, height automatic, grows with species list. Does it? It's okay. Okay, well 340 then. I've got the height both set to 600, but I don't know. I guess if it's automatic. Oh, mamacita. I can't see it because it's so freaking small. But that's a lot of stuff on screen now. Wait a minute. I'm just trying to position it. Now the EXO data should appear underneath where it says latest subscriber at the top left. I don't even know what that says, guys. It's too small for me. Ship status, hull. Wait, my hull is 94%? What? Which account is EDMC logged into? John Beamer. Oh, fuel. Sorry, fuel. And those cyan bars, they change down to amber and red when things get critical. Now, I've positioned it wrong, haven't I, guys? Because it's sitting next to the fire group. Let's not do that. Let me see if I can just move it into the corner here. Oh, look at that. It just squeezes in there. I don't want it to interfere with the other data, though. But I don't know. I guess we can... I don't know how much information it's going to put on the screen. I guess I can put it there, right? I can shrink it a little bit if it needs it. Fuel, hull, and cargo. And what's the two cyan-coloured words underneath? Can't see that. Is it my landing gear down and stuff? They're talking about surface mining reveal on August 6th. Oh, finally. Finally. How many times have we been talking about that, guys? Shields and gear. Ah, shields up. Okay, so if I take my shields off, I think it polls ED Market Connector every 2 seconds. Now, when I go shields on, does it do it once? You know, because you know shields get broken, right? And then it has to rebuild that. And then the shields come online, but not all the way. Is that when it's going to show it? Let's turn the shields off. Ah, that was actually quick. Right, let's put it back on and see how quick it is. Right, so the shields are broken right now. So they're not showing us up, which is correct. Let me just put some pips into shields. Why? I don't understand this delay, while it's this generation, that delay there. Okay, so it doesn't show the shields as being on while it's broken, which is correct. So as soon as this gets to 100%, that should light up again. I see all the other different words as well. Yeah. Heatsink, low power. Why is my heatsink gone to low power? Is that because all the system capacitors run out? Trying to get the shields up, and so my heatsink's turned red and gone to low power. There we go. Shields back up again. Do I need that though? Do I need that? I like the amount of fuel though. Oh, now guys, look at this. If you look, I was best showing you on the Rusty account. Damn it, damn it, damn it. So on the top of the screen, you can see galactic coordinates. Oh, the Rusty one was even better. So on the Rusty account, I had galactic coordinates. Can it work here? All right. So if you look on the galactic map and I zoom in, you'll see that it shows 13890. But what's in the journal is even more precise, right? So it's 13892, which means I'm lower than this. So that means if I tilt, you should see this system slightly below this galactic plane. Oh, above, sorry. Okay, it's above. Wait a minute. How can it be above? I know it's minus. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I'm on the wrong one. It's the middle coordinate. Yeah. Right, so the middle coordinate, 215, and I'm showing 215.6. So that means I'm higher than 215. And as you can see, I am just higher than 215. So it's actually doing it. So if my ship is moving, do those coordinates update as I move? Because that coordinates is my position, in like my ship's position. So if I take off and move, is that going to move while I'm just like going across the planet's surface? Surely not, right? Surely it's not going to be that accurate, because it's only to the 0.7, 0.6, 0.5. It's not that accurate. That would only move significantly if we were in supercruise or something. Now, what if I land again? Will it update the exobiology on this? I think we're done here, though. I think I need to find a new planet. Oh, it landed, and there's the planet name. Very nice. Okay, so those coordinates, those galactic coordinates, are going to change. They're not going to change on a planet's surface. We're covering too small a distance. It would have to be supercruise to change those decimals. It's not going to, I don't think it's going to change the big numbers, but the decimals, maybe. Maybe not, because it's all within that system, isn't it? I don't know. But surely the coordinates, like if I'm landed on planet 5A, surely the galactic coordinates, if I'm landed on planet 3B, would be different. Well, that's the whole test, isn't it? Right, do we still have the route here? Don't have the route. Well, it doesn't matter. I know we were heading over here. See, now that's something Claude could do, is when I plot a route, it could write a little plugin that stores that route. So when I come back in, it puts the bloody route back into the game for me. Yeah, only at the decimal level. Yeah, absolutely. It has to be, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, so let's just plot something here. I don't care where, really. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't even have to be on that same plane. We can probably jump down a little bit. Actually, we were already up. Maybe carrying on going up would be a good thing. But yeah, this way we'll make our way down. Let's just do this. IPv sky. 26 jumps. Oh, I tell you what would be nice to add to that ship status is jumps remaining. So every time I jump it, you'll see on the screen how many jumps we've got left on the route. Let me ask it. So on the ship status, when I plot a route in ED, can you show jumps remaining? Now it should give me a new file which I can just overwrite. Monitoring nav route JSON file for waypoint tracking. This Claude is as smart as anything, isn't it? I've actually, oh, I tell you what I did do with it, right? And I thought it got the information wrong, but it turned out I was wrong and it was right. I asked it to write me, which something I really needed was a pit stop and fuel calculator for Le Mans Ultimate, right? So I knew how much fuel to add in at the beginning of a race, like say a 20-minute race, or if I was going to do a pit stop, how much fuel to add in a pit stop, and also, you know, work out the strategy on, like if I wanted to pit early or pit a lap later, whatever. And it wrote it, and it said for this, it asked me information, obviously, like what's your average lap time, how many liters does your tank hold. It asked me all that, and I put all the information in, which was correct. And it said 14 laps worth of fuel. Sorry, 14 laps of fuel required. So I thought, okay, let's stick in. So if it's 14 laps, as you cross the start-finish line to finish the race, you're essentially starting a 15th lap, right? So I need 15.3 fuel in. So a little bit of overhead, right? So if it's a 14-lap race, you complete the 14th lap. So you would put in a fuel amount of 15 point whatever, or 16 if you're feeling that you have to be super cautious. But yeah, 15. Let's say 15.5, and I put that in. And as soon as the race started, it said laps remaining 15.6. And I thought, well, that means I need 16 plus laps worth of fuel. I don't have enough. And I was telling Claude, I was saying, you got this wrong because there's an extra lap of fuel that I need. And you know what? It turned out that Claude was right in the first place, because the laps remaining at the top of the screen, which I was too sleepy to even realize, isn't literally the amount of laps remaining. It's how many it thinks is remaining based on the speed you're doing. So once you start doing, you've done your out lap when the race starts, and then you do your hot laps. I mean, lap one, it's not a proper racing lap compared to the others, right? Because you do a rolling start, right? So once you've done, so your first lap's always slower. Once you do your lap 2 and your lap 3 and your lap 4, the amount of laps remaining goes down and down and down based on the speed the vehicles are doing, because it's averaging it out. And then it turned out that we actually ended up doing like 13.9 or 14.1 or something laps in the end. So it was right. So I'm not going to argue with it anymore. It burns through tokens. Yeah, I mean, I am on the paid one for now. But I'm not using Opus or anything. I'm just using Sonnet 5. Right, so let me it's just give me another file. It's just give me another file. Oh, it's another zip file. Okay. So I just have to replace the zip again then. Do you want to replace it? Go on. I shouldn't really. I'm going to say no, and I'm going to call it number 2. Just in case something goes wrong with this one. I don't think it will. Right, let's open that. Open file. And then what I've got to do is close down ED Market Connector again, which is going to take that info off the screen. Where are we going? Plugins. Open plugins folder. Wait a couple of minutes for some reason. Yeah, so I already have a plugin called the Artemis Scanner Tracker. But I don't know if it puts anything on the screen. Anyway, so let's get EDXO ship overlay and just drag that in, and it should overwrite the files. Yep, replace all the files. And I think I'm going to have to quit Market Connector, so we'll do that. That should remove everything off the screen, or should it? No, it just keeps it there. So if my fuel goes down now, or my hull goes down, that box won't show anything. It won't work because it won't update live. There we go. Right, so we're just running it again. Oh, now what? Now what does it say? Oh, those, okay. So the fuel amount is, I don't want it to that many decimal places. So, okay. Should I have to, do I plot the route again then? I'm going to tell it that I don't want the fuel to that many decimal places. Maybe you could work it out as a percent. So maybe that's handier, guys. What do you think? Like just to have it say 5% fuel remaining. Would that be handier? What do you guys think? Would you like if you had a fuel, if you had your fuel displayed, would you want it in tons remaining or would you want it in percent? Percent, yeah, no? All right, so there's the route plotted. But it's not showing anything anywhere, is it? Maybe I'm not following the instructions. Now, update the ship overlay HTML. Edited 2 files. Grab this updated zip and replace the The jumps remaining row only appears when you've actually got a route plotted. It reads it straight from the same file. Okay. Well, I do have a route plotted. Yeah, can you imagine if your car did that? Okay. All right, so I'm just going to tell it two things. I just plotted. Oh, bollocks. I just plotted a route in ED and nothing showed up. Also, can you change the fuel remaining display to a percentage? And only to one decimal place. E.g., 15.3%. Go. Yeah, I think, what does my car tell me? I think it's just got an E and an F, and then it has when I've got 50 miles of range left, I have a little light that comes on that tells me, look for the nearest fuel station, I'm thirsty. Right, diagnosing fuel display precision and null value issues. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. So this is ship status. If I hit refresh on that, would that make a difference? Where the hell is the refresh anyway? Oh, there. Oh, okay, hold on. Stop, Claude. Jumps remaining 28. Ah, Now, what's that system? Is that the destination system? Is that the destination or the next jump? I'm guessing it's destination. Anyway, it's just fixed something that wasn't broken. Yeah, yeah, it's the destination system. It's put up there. So if anyone says where you're headed to, well, there's the information on the screen. It did do it. It freaking did. It was me. I didn't refresh the box. All right, so I've got to download the zip file again. Oh, guys. My bad. That was my bad, though. That was my bad. So it's obviously changed the code to display it. So I hope it does it the same way, though. Jumps remaining. I don't know, would jumps... So if I don't plot a route, that jumps remaining line is not going to show? Or what? What if I cancel the route then? Oh, wow, it actually takes the frickin' thing away. It takes the line off the screen so you don't have to... So it doesn't just sit there saying jumps remaining with nothing on it. That is nice and cool. All right, let's try that again in a second. So before we replot the route, let's shut down Market Connector again and refresh the plugin. I should just keep the plugins folder open, shouldn't I? All right. Click exit. All right, so there's the plugins folder, which we'll put on that monitor there. And then we'll take this one and then we'll drag that into the plugins, replace the files, run ed market connector. And now we have to make sure that we refresh both screens. So refresh. Where are you? There, refresh. So there's refresh. And on the exobiology, we'll do that one as well. I've not seen the exobiology one come up yet. We will check that out. So the fuel is now %, right? No, it's not showing anything. It's not showing the fuel %, is it? Let's plot a route to anywhere inside the errant marches. It doesn't really matter to me where we go. And as soon as it's plotted it, let's see if it pops up on the screen. There we go. 28 jumps to Cryath's D11-1. What happens when the system name is one of those really long ones? Right, so I'm not seeing my fuel. Should I just get up into space and maybe use some up? Okay, let's have a look. Browser, let's rename this one to ship data. And let's hit refresh. Okay. I'm not seeing the fuel percentage on screen. What's it showing, guys? Is it 3 dots? No, the fuel's 94 point something, I think. It was in percent to begin with. It was 94%. What's it showing, guys? Can you see from here? Is it 3 dots? 2 hyphens. Thank you. Just 2 hyphens. Thank you, guys. Maybe it'll explain it to me or write another script. Diagnosing while fuel capacity isn't populating from events. Maybe there's been no event. All right, here's an event. It's called an instance swap. Let's pop in, and as it loads up the ship, it should update the journal file. No, and oh, hello. See, don't doubt Claude. Just don't doubt what it's doing. It knows. It knows. It was me. It's elite. It just needed an instance swap. Right, guys, we need exobiology. So we need to go get some. I'm just going to run Elite Observatory Core so I can see what the current state of this planet is, because we may have to, we've already probed this planet, but I think, I don't know if I did all of the bios on here. Oh, it says good to know, sorted itself out then. So I'm just going to ask it, so do I need to re-download that last version anymore? There you go. An error with, okay, so there's a plugin error with Elite Observatory Core. That's fine. It's what I normally get. I'll just remove that plugin because I don't use it anyway. I've got some more plugins on this now, guys. I've actually filled it all out. Elite Observatory Core, I've added a load more plugins that were available. I don't know what half of them do, to be honest, but I can show you them. Wow, I've got 70 people watching a test stream at night. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Okay, so the coordinates on the top and the location, it says location in space. Oh, what's going wrong now? I'm not in space. Oh, maybe, do I need to refresh that? Maybe. Top overlay. Right, location. Location, refresh. No, it just says in space. When I land on a planet, though... Okay, hold on. Take off. Take off. Come on. And now write a new event into the journal by landing, surely. There we go. It just needed updating. Hey Nicholas, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. I still haven't had my freaking coffee yet, but I feel like I shouldn't go and get one because we've had no gameplay here yet. Oh. It says, yes, it's worth grabbing the last one because reinstancing just naturally triggered a fresh loadout event, which is exactly what unblocked it, but that's not something you'll always want to rely on. The fix makes it work immediately on ADMC startup regardless, so it's a genuine improvement. Okay, so we have to re-download anyway. I love the way it's fixed that. So it's going to work. So what's it telling me then? That it's just found a way to get around the instancing issue? Dude, this is unbelievable. You could put the ship's info hood under the middle. Yeah, I could. I've got the chat on one side, so I've got to be careful of that, or I've got to be mindful about the chat. Even though the chat isn't permanently on the screen, it just stays there for a little while, and then, you know, if there's no activity, it'll just fade away. I need to see the exobiology screen now. We haven't even seen that yet. So I'm just going to grab this and drag it into the plugins folder, which I should still have open. Rusty, do you? Do you still have it open? And if so, where? Why did you take that away? Why have you not got the plugins folder open? That is the plugins folder. Yeah, okay. There it is. Okay, sweet. Right, so I need to drag ED ship overlay version 3 now across into there, replace the files. No, don't shut the stream down. Okay, so we've replaced the file. So now to do it properly, we have to quit Market Connector and then go back in so that it reloads the plugin. And once it's in, obviously that system unknown location in space thing it'll go back to location in space until I start moving. And then I go to ship data and hit refresh. Exobiology data and hit refresh. So it has put up 94.7 again instead of the dashes. So it has remembered. Because normally when you run it from fresh again, it would have put up the dashes like last time and you need to reinstance again. And this one, I didn't need to do that. Right, so what I'm missing now is the coordinates on the top. So let's take off and land again. Why are the coordinates missing? Claude, what have you done? Right, so that comes under location data. Let's just click refresh on that again. Okay, now I'm missing the coords data from the top bar. But one hasn't got to do with the other. They're two separate plugins. Let's get up into space. Actually, before we do that, Elite Observatory Core Bioinsights. Wherever you are, there you are. Right, what have we done here? So we're on body 5A, and we haven't done anything. Right, we've got Fungoida, Osseous, and bacteria to do. So I think what I'm going to do is create a whole new sets of instances here. Only gets set the moment a fresh location or FSD jump fires. Okay. That's what it's telling me. That wasn't the case before. Right, let's get out of here. Maybe once we super cruise, we'll get something going here. So it's telling me that an event needs to trigger for the coordinates to appear. What if I go into this? No. Okay, let's turn back round again. Now we've already probed the planet, obviously. So fungoida and osseous are two different things. I'm going to send a probe down. I'm trying to find a way to trigger that window if it's going to come up. Okay, Rocket, take care, man. Al, you got the dinner bell ringing. Okay, it hasn't triggered it, which is fine. So the most lucrative here is osseous for 4 million, and I think we've got footfall as well. So let's just get landed. Not landed, we'll get the nomad out and see if we can... Once I start scanning a plant, once I locate osseous and start scanning a plant, it should show up. And then on subsequent planets, it should show up when we probe. But because we've already probed this one, I think that's the reason why it's not showing. Let's see. Now this doesn't work as an overlay on your game, although I'm guessing you could probably make it happen because it's just browser sources. So you could probably put it onto your own game screen. But I have it as a overlay on my... I'm trying to think how you would do it in the game. Yeah, I have an overlay on my OBS only. But if it's doable on your Elite Dangerous screen as well, then I don't see why I can't make these files available for everybody to use. You see, that ship status screen is really handy for me, but on the stream screen I can't see it. So I'm actually not benefiting. Oh, look at that! Look at the location. Near. I'm near the planet. I'm near it. That's because I'm just hovering above it. But no space coordinates. I guess we need to hyperjump for some reason. We'll see what happens. It has created a new file for me. I don't know whether we should take a look at it though. Right, what we're looking for. Yeah, that information would be good on my actual screen here. Anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Isn't this one of those osseuses that are really pain in the arse to find? Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's one of those that just appears on those... See that bumpy section in front of us? On those places. But if I can find one and scan it, it should trigger the exobiology screen. It is being displayed. It's just, it's got nothing to show at the moment. Yeah, so, yeah, the ship status information is something you guys get. You guys benefit from that, but I don't have it on my screen. But I'm sure we can work that out. I can just use an overlay on my screen here. I don't mind actually going to a whole new system. I've just seen a blue one there. I think I might have attempted this already, and I spent so long trying to find the damn thing I just gave up. I have a feeling that's what's happened, so we need to leave. I love how it says location near, and if I land, it should take off that word near, right? Shall we see? Landed. Okay, so if I take off, does it change from landed to near again? No, it just says in space. Okay. I don't think that's a script fault. It might be, but I've got a feeling it's a Elite Dangerous Journal thing. Yeah, I think we're wasting our time looking for this. Let's get docked and go to a whole new system. And hopefully find some bios. Yeah, that's a shame it didn't go back to near again. But in space is, well, it's not technically too wrong, is it? But it's a work in progress. I'll just point out it does this when I do this and blah, blah, blah. And can you change such and such? So what I can do is, I do have a brand new status overlay, which I can try. So I'm just going to do status overlay 2, because maybe again it's got round the instances. Oh, I've just called it 3. What a plonker. So let's redo the status overlay. Tackle one thing at a time, guys. Hello, Curd Nerd. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's your Elite Dangerous streaming going? Right, plugins. ED status overlay. Copy file. Oops, that didn't go very well. Drag file in. Replace the files. Shut down market connector yet again, because we have to do that every time. So what I need to tell it is, I don't know whether it's a limitation of the script though, whether it can just say near, landed. Yeah, I'll see if I can ask it if it can get around that. If not, then not a problem. Oh, the coordinates are back dynamically. I didn't even have to refresh it. I will, though. I will refresh it. Oh, it's done it in cyan, which is what I asked for before. Very nice. Okay, so that's working. Right, what do I need next? Oh, is there a way to display all of this info on my game as an overlay? I'm just so there's no confusion, as well as currently in OBS. How are you going to do this one, matey? You see, from the beginning, Claude already knew that I had latest subscriber on the left and latest member on the right, so it squashed everything in the middle so it doesn't interfere with those two things. Is that Mr. Frankie Jazz just appeared? It is. Hi, Frankie Jazz. Wow, 88 people. Hi, 88 people. Welcome, welcome. Right. With a caveat, depending how you run the game. I run it with a borderless window. Two ways I can build this: a small standalone overlay app, Python, and tkinter, tkinter, whatever, or EDMC overlay, a well-established community tool built exactly for this. The EDMC plugins send it draw commands and it renders them as an in-game overlay. EDMC overlay. Okay, I have a borderless window. Right, it says, which approach do you want? 1, build the standalone overlay app. 2, use EDMC overlay, community tool. 3, not sure, explain more first. Oh, how freaking cute. Use EDMC overlay, a community tool. Well, I don't have that. So if the overlay app is done in Python, I would need to run that Python script first and ED Market Connector. But as the displays you guys are seeing on the screen is ED Market Connector plugins anyway, I might as well use the EDMC overlay thing. So I'm going to go for that option and see if it tells me how to do all of that. And then I can have it on my screen. All right, it's currently working. So the EDMC overlay thing, I don't think... Is that something I've already got? I don't think so. It must be a separate tool. Right, while you're working on that, Claude, I'm out of here. Oh, this hardpoints thing. That's a thing I can ask it to do. Whenever the journal file detects that I've docked with my Nomad into the ship, to press my frickin' hardpoints for me. Right, okay, so it's saying install EDMC overlay first, separate from anything that I've built. Go to, and it's given me the URL. I can just link that. Okay, GitHub. Right, there it is. MSI file, very nice. Let's get that in. Let's save that into Elite Dangerous folder. Run that. So this, I have to run both apps at the same time, I guess. Let's click run. Welcome to EDMC Overlay Setup Wizard. Whoa, go back. The install, this installer will install EDM. Do you want to? It installs it into the plugins folder. Yeah, I'm not sure that's in the right place though. ED Market Connector plugins. Oh, that is in the right place. You're right. Go on, carry on. Ignore me. Installing EDMC overlay. Okay. Please wait. Right, Claude, next. Download and run the installer. It installs its own EDMC plugin. Restart EDMC afterwards. Okay, that's the next step. You've always wanted a fuel gauge in the top center that flashed when running dry. Yeah, so what this one does is when I'm running out of fuel, this fuel bar will actually start turning amber and then red. So will the hull. And I think it adds more information as we go down, but if that's the only height I need, I'm going to leave the box longer. You guys can't see it, you can only see the box on screen, but I think it expands. So I don't know, like if I'm in combat or something, whether it changes, I really don't know. But yeah, it's just AI just wrote the plugin for EDMC to do this. And it seems to just not break a sweat doing this thing. And every time I think it's done something wrong, or it's missed something out, or it hasn't displayed something correctly, I'm always wrong. It's always Elite. I need to re-instance Elite to do it. Right. Close down ED Market Connector to get the new plugin running. Okay, just do that. ED Market Connector running again. So God knows what it's going to say at the top of the screen now. If the coordinates come straight back. Okay, they came straight back. Smart ass. Right. Once restart EDMC. Once that's done, I'll build a small third plugin that reads from your existing 2 local servers and pushes the same data as an in-game overlay. All right, smarty pants. Install. Okay, it's already given me a file called ED overlay bridge. That's another zip file. What is going on? How do I do this? Just follow the instructions, Rusty. You'll be fine. Right, that looks like it's a plugin as well then. So there's a plugin that reads off the other two plugins. It's just written. How is it going to display it on my screen? And then if it displays it on my screen, won't you guys get double? It'll appear twice for you because you'll get my game screen. No, it won't, because it's an overlay, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Unzip and copy overlay bridge into the plugins and restart. Oh my God. You could have said that before. Right, so ED overlay bridge. Drop it into ED Maggot connector. Shut down ED Maggot connector. Mamma mia. Rerun ED Maggot connector. Now, do I have to do anything after that? Because if it just puts it straight into my game, I'll be amazed. Okay, so it hasn't. So, all right, so now what? What it shows, top left of your screen as you fly. Okay, I'm actually not getting anything right now. Setup order matters here. Install EDMC overlay. Let me just confirm the plugin is running. Go to plugins. EDMC overlay is fine. Okay. Confirm your existing two plugins are still installed and running. Bridge reads from them. Unzip and copy the overlay into your folder and restart EDMC. What it shows up is system location, coordinates, fuel, jumps, exobiology, It refreshes every 2 seconds. Okay. Installed everything. To do something. To pop it onto my game screen. Because it's not currently showing anything right now. So I've just asked it, do I need to do anything else to get it onto my display screen? You guys are seeing it all fine. Anyway, in the meantime, let's jump to the next system. It should automatically draw once EDMC overlay is talking to the game. Since it's not showing. Okay. Launch the game before EDMC. Yeah, it did that. Okay, it's given me 5 steps to work through. Let me just do a jump. Yeah, so if I can have the same information on my screen as you guys have on the overlay, that would be cool. Because that's handy information for me as well. Alright, so EDMC overlay silently exits if it can't find Elite Dangerous. Okay, so that's done. Next, confirm both plugins are enabled. They all are, because everything is currently working. Except for, we've just done a jump. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but we've just done a jump and the jump's remaining. I don't see it on the screen there. Just refreshing all the screens right now. Yeah, the jumps remaining is not there at the moment. Okay. I don't know why it's got rid of that. Let me just confirm the plugins are all done. So we've got EDMC overlay, which is the one it did, and then the two it did for me. Overlay bridge, ship overlay and status overlay are all running because it all says disabled next to it, which means they're enabled. Match admin privilege levels. If Elite Dangerous is launched with administrator rights, no, it shouldn't be a problem. Test EDMC overlay directly. What the hell are you telling me now? Bypass my plugin. With the game running and EDMC open, run this in PowerShell. Oh my god. That's a hell of a line. If red text appears on screen, EDMC overlay is working and the issue is my bridge plugin. If nothing appears, the problem is EDMC. Right, let's just run PowerShell. Give me a sec, guys. Alright, so it wants me to run. That is such a weird line. I think it ends there. Okay, so I've run it and I'm not getting anything back, which is not good, is it? So I'm just going to say I fed, just to confirm I'm doing it right, I fed this to PowerShell. And it just returned. I'm just going to call it the C prompt. Good. No error means the connection to port 5010 succeeded and the message was sent without a hitch. That's a good sign for the network. The key question now, did you actually see red hello overlay text appear on your game screen? Absolutely not. When you ran it, a silent no error PowerShell. It doesn't. Okay. Let me run ED Market Connector again then, and I'll see if I can spot anything on my game screen. Uh-oh, there we go. Okay. I'm just going to say no, nothing came on screen. Right. Let's get some fuel. The jump route thing will, the number of jumps remaining, we'll figure that out later. So as I'm scooping, my fuel should be going up, right, on that ship status? Yeah, it is. It is. It's filling. Let me scoop a bit more, because we can certainly scoop at a much, much higher rate than this. Right, rerun with a longer TTL. Okay. That's time to live. What were the other two steps though? Restart EDMC once more and launch the game before EDMC. Well, the game's already running. In the PowerShell command, change TTL 10 to TTL 30. Okay. TTL 10 and edit that to 30. Okay, still just the prompt. Giving you time to switch windows before it expires. I need to switch windows? You didn't tell me that. Oh, I see. It's, oh, right. So the PowerShell is to actually put a message on my game screen. Let me just check one thing, guys, because I did tell Claude that I was running. Hello. I've got no control over my game. What are you doing? Okay, Elite Dangerous just crashed. So I think what we'll have to do is just forget it for the moment. It says, did it do it when you alt-tabbed back in? I think it did. Now, Elite has crashed because I've got the error report and I've just clicked do not send, but it's still running. So I'm hoping I can quit it. With the task manager. Right, let's rerun it. And let's quit Market Connector because it did say that the game should be running first. So let's just do that. Disable the EDMC overlay plugin for now. Relaunch in Elite normally, play for a bit. Alt-tab in and out a few times. Yeah, I was actually going to Alt-tab to the menu because I wanted to see whether... Not Alt-tab, but I wanted to escape to the menu to see if I was running in borderless mode, which I know I am because I always do run borderless. I always do. So I don't even have to check this really. But I'll bet now that I've said that, yeah, borderless. I was going to say, I'll bet now that I've said that it's something else. But yeah, borderless is the only way. When you got multiple monitors and borderless is done properly, it's the only way to go. All right, so let's... Oh, ED Market Connector's running again. Was that a bit too early? Okay, well, I can move. So let's Alt-tab out of it while it's running. Probably shouldn't do this. And then let's Alt-tab back into the game again. Can I move? I can. Okay. So I'm just going to tell it quickly. I'm not going to do much more on this now. So gone back to game. Gone back into game. Alt-tabbed out and in with all plugins running. All okay so far. Yeah, it's okay for you guys. You've got everything displayed. Oh, and I forgot to tell it that the root thing, mind you, it needs to reboot that root. Okay, jumps remaining, 27. The thing is it going to stay? Is it 27? 22, sorry. Is it going to go down to 21 and stay on the screen when we jump? What's in here anyway? Right, so let's go to the right fire group and let's have a look at what's going on. Okay, so nothing here. So we can actually just... We can just jump to the next system. We're going to heat up a little bit, I think. Oh, okay, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to use a little super cruise jump out so we don't overheat. So I'm just going to let the heat go down. Yeah, so it looks like the EDMC overlay is not running. I wonder what's supposed to come up on the screen by default. This ship runs hot. We are next to a frickin' planet, though. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. Right. Next jump. So we've yet to see the exobiology. Right, let's see. Okay, next thing then is let's just see if the jumps remaining on that ship status display stays on the screen after we jump. It should go down to 21 and stay there, all being well. And the coordinates should change at the top. Yay, jumps remaining. Okay, honk the system just as normal. 8 bodies, anything discovered? Yes, and nothing here to land on or any such thing. So next jump. We'll get it guys, we will get it. Small steps. I think it makes mistakes deliberately so that you have to spend tokens. I have not actually bought any tokens for it yet. Don't even ask the price of the tokens, guys. It's just wow. Like, it's ridiculous. The pricing is nuts. I would really like to know my fuel percentage on the screen. That would be cool. Nice little bit of, I don't need to know that my hull is 100% because jumps remaining on screen would be nice for me as well. And that top bar as well would be just be, I don't know, it'd just be nice to look at. What are we showing? 1. Did it say system scan complete? I wasn't paying attention. No, it didn't. Okay, so we have a brand new system here. Right, let's see if there's any bios on it. And if we come across a planet right now in the FSS with a bio, will the exobiology screen pop up? Because we've not even seen that yet. But we need bios to find out. We might not get any here. God, please, come on, just give me one. I don't know whether it'll pop up. Oh, here we go. All right. So nothing's come on the screen, which is okay, fine. Maybe when we probe it. I'm going to have to ask Claude, at what point should I expect to see the exobiology screen show up? BIOS 2, even though it's listing 4 items there. Let's go to that planet then, first. It's got 4 possibilities, but only 2 are real. So, well, let's have a look. There's another one. Now that's just, yeah, Fonticulia campestris and Bacteria vesicula, that's nothing. That's probably what's going to be on that one that says 2 as well, even though it's listed 4 of them. That makes sense. Gotta go start the day. Okay, Kurd Nerd. Yep. You're starting the day, yeah, in Australia. Sorry if I was late seeing your message there. Right, so let me just slowly move forwards and then say, when should the exo bio screen pop up? After using FSS or when I probe? So I've asked it when the exobiology screen's supposed to pop up. After using the FSS or when I send the probes down. Hopefully it's when I send the probes down. And it should appear on the top left of the screen when it does. The exobiology panel is gated behind a chain of triggers. Here's exactly which each part triggers. Body gets set the moment you drop out of Super Cruise near a planet or a moon or touchdown. There's nothing to show the body for. Signal count appears after you scan the system. After you FSS scan the system. This is how many are here. Genus hints. Okay. Alright, well, I'm just going to tell it. I just FSS scanned a system. 3 planets have bios and nothing is on screen. Nothing's on the screen, man. And I can't redo the FSS again, but there is another trigger, isn't there, when I probe, I suppose. What was the third trigger? Genus hints. Possible species. Shows up after you DSS probe the specific body. Fire probes at it with a detailed surface scanner. FSS alone doesn't give the genus hints yet. Species progress 1 to 3 yet. So it says that that explains it. The FSS scan reveals which planets have bio and how many, but by itself doesn't set a current body in the tracker. Okay, now let's fix it. Track bio signals per body instead of throwing away each planet without a count. Okay, so it looks like it's going to redo the script to show something there then. But in the meantime, let's go probe this one, and maybe it'll pop up after we probe. So it is gonna rewrite an updated script for that one. And it's redoing the EDMC overlay bridge, which we know isn't working yet, but it has to do that one as well, doesn't it? All right. So let's see if anything pops up once we've mapped this. So 4 probes, we can probably do it in 1, but we'll do 2. Depends on the size of the planet. 2 will guarantee it. Right. If we don't get anything on screen now, something is decidedly wrong. Once that hits 90%. No! Why? Why? Why are you not showing anything? That is so weird. I should confirm whether I've got the right browser address, shouldn't I? But it's exo overlay. Okay, let's see. It's rewritten the new one anyway. I've got the new download files here, so let's get those in. So we've got exo overlay version version 4 now. All right, let's download that and the new overlay bridge. Hey, who knows? Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll make it work. Exo overlay bridge, which you can replace that file. Okay, let's open those folders and let's shut down ED Market Connector for the 23rd time. It's been a few times, but this is what testing's all about. Right, you can close now. Right, let's replace the 2 plugins so the overlay bridge can go in and replace all the files in the destination. And then the ship overlay version 4 can go in and replace all the files in the destination. There we go. All right, sweet. Now then, let's run ED Market Connector yet again. Actually, I should confirm that the file name is correct, even though I'm confident that it is. What did it just replace anyway? Let's just sort by date modified here. Oh yeah, the EXO ship overlay, okay. Ah, it's my fault! Oh, I knew it! The file is called EXO Bio Overlay, and I called it EXO Overlay. See? It's always my fault, and never the AI. What a complete doofus. Right. I believe we can see that on the screen now, guys. It's a bit late, though, because we've already done the probing. Right, so Fungoida and Baki are both here. I don't know what they're worth. It should appear on the screen, but it's... Ah, that's another thing. Is if it doesn't show it, I want to know the distance, you know, the 500 meters, 300 meters between the two of them. Right, Fungoida's worth going for. It is Fungoida Gelata. We do know that from Elite Observatory course. So let's go and land on it and see if any data comes up now. So we can move that window down a bit. It depends how much room it takes up. Let's get some scanning done and then we'll find out. If it doesn't take up that much, I can move it down away from that info window at the top there. Right, yeah, there's not going to be any bacteria here, is it? It's too bumpy. Yeah. Bacteria likes it nice and flat. So, Fungoida gelata, which we know what they look like, right? Those big, long, red tongue things. So let's get the Nomad out and... I'm supposed to be streaming this tomorrow, not today. But this was just meant to be a test stream. I didn't think it would go on this long. But hey, it's me, guys. What do you think? What do you expect? Right, I don't know what does it say on the screen? It's just... I'm going to have to make that bigger. Let me just temporarily make it quite huge. 2 signals. No scans yet logged on this body. No, it's not 2 signals. That 2 is the name of the body. Right, so it hasn't got that information because we popped that up after. Move that down there. We popped that up after. Yeah, we did. We did it afterwards. Right. So I should tell Claude of my mistake so it knows it didn't mess up. I had the name of the EXO Bio overlay .html. Yeah, if I tell it it's a mistake. Hi, Bumblebee. Yeah, the overlay. Okay, so these are plugins written by Claude AI, and it's plugging into ED Market Connector. I wonder if we can put a little bit of a black, semi-transparent black box behind where it says system location and coordinates, so that when the Nomad is showing all the lights, it's not transparent, just like a little 50% transparent, 50% opaque would be more accurate, a 50% opaque black box around that system bar at the top. But it should also expand with the length of the text as well. We're too high. Why are you pulse scanning? We're too high. We're too high. We're too high. Now, osseous. Sorry, fungoida gelata, yeah. It could exist around this kind of area. Oh, maybe we need to stop like we sometimes have to do and let the terrain render again. Yep, there you go, it just popped. Did you see it? And yeah, until that terrain pops, sometimes the bios don't kick in. It's a nasty little thing, that. Yeah, I can't get EDMC overlay. Oh, that's a thing. Right. So I'm just going to say for the in-game overlay, you gave me another option to do it standalone with Python. Do that, and let's forget EDMC overlay. Right, so off you go and create that Python script, because obviously the EDMC overlay one is just not cooking. Oh yeah, you've done overlays before? Yeah. It's nice to have the AI will do it for you. And this integrates into EDMC. So if I don't run EDMC, I won't get any of this stuff on the screen. And I noticed that the jumps remaining as well have gone back up the screen. I don't know why. If there's a reason why the jumps remaining disappears every now and again. It could be because we restarted the game, and it needs me to reinitiate a jump again to get that back in. Well, fungoida's being a little bit elusive. This is not the most ideal terrain. For those who haven't seen my Nomad, you might want to check it out. It's a hollow kit and a midnight black livery. Check that out. There we go. As I always say, it looks like it's been sponsored by NVIDIA or something. Are the legs up or down? Okay. Hey, whoa, wait for me. Oh my God. Oh. What? Oh, I thought we were going to lose it. I thought we were going to lose the Nomad there. Crashing into the ground. It wouldn't have survived that. For a little craft, its shields are pretty good, but there's no way it survives that into the ground. Right, it's got the standalone overlay, which is nice. Oh, I need to be closer. Oh, the jitter. Right, so when I do my first scan here, let's see what the overlay says. No, you can't build a secret base. And even if it was possible, I couldn't do it on a live stream because it wouldn't be secret then. Everybody watching would know. But no, it's not like that. Not yet, anyway. Right, here we go. Exobiology. Let's see what you have. Okay. Fungoida. What? Oh. Let me have a look. Uh-oh, I just enlarged something on the screen, which I didn't mean to. Fungoida satesis? Oh, it is as well. Yeah, it is satesis. Well, okay. Is that... You guys can see that? It is. Then why the hell did Elite Observatory Course suggest it was gelata? Oh, there was both options there. Okay. Both options were there. Right, it does have my standalone file now. Right, end task. No, that's okay. You'll need Python installed. Yeah, done. No extra pip installs required. Alright, let's just download the file. If it's just a case of running a Python file and it just does it, I'll be amazed. Right, what's inside the zip file? We have 4 kilobytes. Okay, so it's a Python file and a batch file to run it with. Oh, it thinks of everything. I didn't need the batch file, but thanks for putting that in. Let's just unzip it onto the desktop and then just say run overlay. And well, something happened on my screen, but then it went away. Transparent background. Okay, I'm not actually getting anything on the screen, but I'll tackle that in a second. Double-click overlay, no console window, just the overlay itself appearing in the top left corner over the game. Yeah, not getting it though. I don't have anything on screen at all. I do have overlays on my screen, but it belongs to Observatory Core. Yeah, good parking. All right. Right, what's the distance on this? I'm going to have to ask it to add the distance on the thing if it knows them. If the journal file contains that information. Okay, so it's 300 meters and we are already beyond that. Oh yeah, just tinkering all the time on this one. It's a tinker stream. Ouch. All right, so ran the batch file, nothing on screen. So yeah, because of the Nomad with all of those lights and buttons on the top of the screen there, the red and white ones, it's kind of mixing it up with the text. So if I have a little bit of, if I have a black background on that text, but it doesn't have to be fully opaque. It can only be like, I don't know, 60% opaque maybe, while the text is fully opaque. And then it'll just act as like a shadow behind the text, and it'll make it pop. It'll make the text pop out better. Right. I have to confirm tkinter actually works. Well, I know it does because I run Python stuff all the time. So, but I've had AI do some really cool stuff. I don't. Yeah, I've had one. I've had one where it creates a YouTube video downloader. So you just feed it the URL, and even if it's what is it, multiplexed, whatever, high def, it doesn't matter. It just grabs it and it just downloads the YouTube video, just in case you want a local version, which is nice to have. This should pop up a small demo window with a button on it. It did. Next step, run it with console visible instead of the .bat. Okay, so in other words, just run the Python script direct. Okay, I can do that. That's nice and easy to do. So let's go into command prompt at the window and just type in ed_overlay.py, go. This is to determine whether we have any errors or not. It was already running though. So it actually is running. This keeps the console window open so any error gets printed. Okay. It was already running. What did it tell me I had to do to quit it? Because it did tell me last time. To quit it. Open Task Manager, find Python W and end task. Oh, right. Okay. Let's do that. So I'm going to quit this one. Let's see if we have a Python W somewhere. Python. There it is. Right click, end the task. It actually didn't say Python W, it's just Python, but... Ooh, I've broken Elite again. Yahoo! Elite crashed. Do I have anything? No. Elite crashed again. I'm going to disable the overlay. ED Market Connector Overlay plugin. So black screen, guys, for a second while we relaunch the game. But before I do that, I want to go into plugins and ED. Where is it? EDMC overlay. We want to disable that plugin. Abso-freaking-lutely. This will cause a restart. That's fine. Yep. Okay, it's restarting all by itself. And then we'll have to quit it again because we need the game running first. So let's exit Market Connector again. Run the game. I don't know why it's just brought up ED Shipyard. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, I've done a load of voice attack videos back in the day. I think it's... I've even got my own... what do you call it? My own pack, my own voice pack. Oh, I'm in the wrong commander. I've gone back into the Rusty Dog account. So easy to do. I've got 2 Elite Dangerous icons running together. Oh, I'm in John Beamer. Oh, it was... Oh, okay. I thought that spinning ship was a Type 11 Prospector. It was the Nomad. I've never seen that before. Sorry, guys. I am in the right account. There's no hope for me, guys. Right. Let's run Market Connector again. Make sure all that's working. Just going to refresh the bio data, which is now, because we're in a new session, it's forgotten the previous information. But when I do the second scan, I'm thinking what it's going to do is update that to 2 of 3. Or is it 3 of 3? Didn't we do 2 already? No, just 1. Yeah, I've landed in front of the second one. Right, so now we need to run the overlay for me. So run a command prompt and Python ed underscore overlay. Oh yes, son of matter. Underscore overlay dot py. I got nothing. Okay. I guess I'm not destined to have the information on my screen, guys. It's not meant to be. So on, what's it calling it, the other ones? Location. Give me 1 sec, guys. I just want to do that black box across the top while we're in the Nomad. So in the status overlay, can you put a 60% opaque black box behind the text so it stands out on any background? And then I'm just going to say it may need to dynamically size based on the text, or length based on the length of text shown in the status bar. Off you go and do that little task. Yeah, we'll get it figured out. Oh, it looks like Elite crashed again. M to the F. What's going on? Those Python scripts, man, are just... I think it's trying to overlay onto Elite Dangerous and just failing miserably. I can't think of any way else I can get around it. Yeah, it's claude.ai, Bumblebee. If you just sign up for that. I don't know how much you can get done on the free account, but then you just tell it what you want. You know, I just typed in the other day, you know, write me a pit stop and fuel calculator for Le Mans Ultimate. And it just did it. It just did it just like that. It was... It's browser based, this particular one. And if I can find the exe file... Oh yeah, there it is. Not the exe, the HTML file. So this is what it did, right? I'm going to show you guys what it did. So yeah, I just said, can you write me a thing that it, you know, it asks you all the relevant information, and then it did that. And then I just said, what about, can you add this feature and that feature? And what if I want to pit a lap early? What if I want to pit a lap later? Can you put a facility in for that, please? And blah, 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 blah. And every time it was just saying to me, yep, no problem, I can add that, give me a second, and that was it. And we just did it, and it was brilliant. So the Le Mans Ultimate thing looks like that. Finally, you can see me get it now. So if I was to just highlight this. So I just asked to simple text and just said that was it, you know. So you've got, you know, do you want 20 laps? Or I can say race duration 20 minutes. My average lap time would be a 1 minute 28.5, let's say. Fuel per lap 2.17, which I think I was using up. That's a realistic figure. Fuel tank capacity was 96. Safety margin of 2 laps. And extra lap safety, I can have... Oh, this is different. That was a different box before. Pit lane transit loss, that's how many seconds you are driving down the pit lane, whether it's a short pit lane or a long pit lane, depending on the track. Whether you have a mandatory pit stop, as you can see here, 14 laps, 31 litres of fuel required. But if there is a mandatory stop in the race, I just click that, and then I can choose how many stops. And now it's divided 15.5 litres on the first stint, come in on lap 7, and then run laps 8. At the end of lap 7, come in from laps 8 to 14 for the next 15 litres. But if I change this, if I want to come in a lap early, then I'll knock it down to lap 6. So we only have to fuel for 13 litres for the first stint and then 17 for the second stint. Similarly, if I want to come in a lap later, I can fuel like this, and I can just move it up like this. The amount of total fuel is always going to be the same, but this is my strategy, basically. And then it tells you how many seconds total time loss in the pits if you want to get stuff fixed on the car, right? So if there's no tire change, if there's only one side or all 4 tires, now it's 32 seconds loss in the pit lane. Whether you want a rear wing adjustment or a driver swap, now it's 50 seconds. And then you work out how much gap you've got and where you're going to come out when you come out from the pits. You can work that out in the race. So it just did that really, really easy for me. Right, where's my live stream? And why is it not showing? There it is. Yeah. So it's actually really good like that. Right, it's just built me a new status overlay, so let's go do that. I don't know why it keeps recreating the zip file, but okay. I only need the HTML. Let's call this 3. So, I'll wrap the text in a snug pill that grows and shrinks with the content rather than the full width bar. What? No, the text is fine. You're not doing it that way. Right, where's my plugins folder? There. Right, so let's drop the status overlay in, the new version. And if it's messed it up, I've got an old version to go to. Right, let's run Elite Dangerous Market Connector. Has it even done it? It hasn't done it, right? There's no black box behind it. Wow. Maybe it's my fault. Refresh. Has it done it? Wait a minute. It bloody has, you know. It bloody has. Yes, that's what I wanted. And that box, I asked it to dynamically size it based on the text. So, if I take off in the Nomad right now and land, that location that says in space should change. Right? So now it's changed, it's got bigger now. Yes, it's sized it up, look. Because instead of just saying in space, it now says landed at Foo Alley TJ, whatever. That's longer. And it has resized the box. Very freaking cool, baby. Right, let's get that second sample. Longest sample taking in history. Yeah, so it actually, oh, it's got really dark in here so quickly. There you are. I know it was getting dark when we came here, but Jesus. Yeah, the thing is, what you're seeing on the screen, Bumblebee, is just what you guys are seeing on my stream, like through OBS, my streaming software. I don't see this on my screen at all. And even if I did, it would mix up with the other overlays that Market Connector is, no, not Market Connector, Elite Observatory Core is showing. But I don't mind not showing Elite Dangerous Market Connector information, providing that the information I'm getting from the Claude script is showing me the same thing. Right, so that fungoides now says 1 of 3 again, which is not correct. It's actually 2 of 3. But because we exited the game, it hasn't read the previous files, the previous journal files. Okay, so I'm just going to tell it. Slight glitch, which I'm just going to talk to it like I would talk to it normally, which I don't know if you can work around. I scanned 1 out of 3 on a plant, on a I was going to say on a bio, then quit the game and relaunched everything. The 1 out of 3 scan I did was no longer being shown on the EXO bio status box. And when I scanned the second sample, it said 1 of 3 again. Right, that's my problem. Go work around it if you can. Yeah, these are not overlays on my screen, unfortunately. They're just overlays that you guys get. It was just, it just started off as a little thing for having extra information on the screen for you guys who are watching, basically. I mean, I do have overlays on my screen that pop up from time to time from Elite Observatory Core, which gives me the information I need anyway. But you guys are getting like how much fuel I've got, which it's not showing for the Nomad. That would be interesting. Switching to the Nomad. Although, wait a minute though. Let me refresh the ship data. Yeah, it's not showing for the Nomad. The fuel. Okay. When I get back on board the ship, hopefully it should show it. Come on, we need the last batch of fungoida here. While Claude works out if it can remember, maybe it can create a file that, like a log file that it can process based on the commander that you're in and the last information it had, and then just populate the screen with the last known. I don't know. I'm sure it'll work something out. Where are you? Let's take the landing gear up so we can... I don't want to travel too fast, but... Let's have a look on the top here. Sometimes they are known to grow on the tops if it's flat, and it's not flat. Yep, it's not flat. Where are you? We couldn't have travelled outside the map, the blue map. It was too big. It was oh no, it wasn't, was it? It was small for this one. Okay, we got some. We got some. There you go. I just saw a green splodge on the sensor behind me. Can you land in it? No. Doesn't want to. There we go. No. Right. Has Claude fixed it? Well. Okay, so right now we've scanned 2, and this one behind us is going to be the 3rd one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this script now and see if it updates that message on the screen to 2 of 3 with this new script. Dun dun dun. So it's ship overlay. No, it's not. It's EDXO ship overlay. Sorry. EDXO ship overlay version 5. Yeah, it's trying to work around instance switches, you know. I think that's what it's trying to do, is the instancing issues that Elite Dangerous has is causing this. Right, do we have the plugins folder open? Maybe. Maybe not. No, let's open that. So File, Settings, Plugins, open Plugins folder. Wait a few seconds. There it is. Takes a while to open that. I don't know why. And drag the new folder in. Replace the files. Quit ED Market Connector. Top bar should go dim. And relaunch ED Market Connector. Top bar should light up. And then on the exabio data, just hit refresh and see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go. No! It hasn't fixed it, has it? Oh, I tell you what though. That's not the fix I asked for though, is it? So what it should do now is, we know we've got 2 out of 3 scanned. And last time when I had 1 out of 3 scanned originally, and when I scanned the second one, because we'd quit the game in between the 2 scans, the exobiology box came up and said 1 out of 3, because it didn't remember the last one. That was the problem. So now this is the third one. So if I scan this, if it's fixed it, that box should say 3 of 3. I can't read it. What's it saying, guys? It's too small for me. Oh, what did it say? I know it says confirmed now. Did it say 3 of 3 before that? I know it's getting in the way of the little sensor now, isn't it? There's not a lot of room to put this stuff. And the thing is, if we've got like loads of bios, like 5 of them, then I'm going to need 5 times the height of that screen. Oh, it just said 1 of 3? Okay. Yeah, I think it's an issue it can't get round. Alright. So yeah, I think we'll... Only ever lived in the plugin's memory. Nothing persisted to disk, so when you quit and relaunched, the plugin came back. Okay, so it says the fix. Whenever you arrive at a body now, it identifies the exact body, reconstructing the real instead of the starting from 0. So as long as I don't quit the game, it's all going to work. It checks your last 15 journal files, so it'll find scans from earlier today. Okay. Well, I'm just going to tell you what happened. I restarted EDMC. EXO screen didn't say 2 of 3. Even though maybe it needs to go back more than 15 entries, even though I'd scanned 2. Then when I scanned the third one, it said 1 of 3. Then after a couple of seconds, went to confirmed. I'm not sure there's much it can do really to get around that. Yeah, no, not too much. Yeah, just like essential stuff. Like, I think that ship status at the bottom, I don't think we're going to need the shields, the gear, and all that stuff, all those words underneath. Just the fuel, the hull, the shields would be nice instead of the cargo. Just the shields. Fuel, hull, and shields, I'll get that changed too. Yeah. And yeah, fuel, hull, and shields and nothing else. I think. I'll ask it to do that. Oh, overlay. Jesus, I just saw it. It's very small text on my browser there, and it actually says EDXO ship overlay. I thought it said ED ship power play. Okay, so it's another version. So before we download that, well, actually, let's download it. I'm losing track of all the versions now. So this will be version 6. And then I'm going to ask it for, can we change the ship status overlay to only show fuel percent, as it is now, but only but showing fuel, hull, but no cargo. Instead, show shields with a progress bar, I guess you could call it, and percentage. The rest of the info, like can go. So fuel, hull, shields, anything else that we need? How about amount of limpets? What else would I want to know? Oh, I know. Instead, just show a progress bar and percentage. Underneath that, the jumps remaining. Underneath that, the current jump range. Because if we're using the galactic plotter, the jump range going up and up and up. Yeah. Okay. I hope I've written everything out correctly because it's a bloody mess. So, well, this thing's using up some fuel, so let's recall the ship and then we'll get on board. Ah, the shields. The game doesn't actually expose a numeric shield percentage anywhere. All that's available is a simple up-down state, so I can give you a bar, but it'll only ever be full or empty. Jump range available via max jump range from the ship's loadout data, but it only updates when the game fires a fresh loadout event. It won't recalculate every time your fuel burns down. Okay. So, point number 1. Forget shields then. Point number 2, can it update jump range every time? Nope. After every time I complete a hyperjump. Jumps remaining and jump range. Refreshes when the game logs a loadout update. A loadout update. Well, it might do a loadout update every time we hyperjump then, right? Yeah, so what it wanted to do was a shields bar, which was blue when up and red when down. I've told it to forget it. I can definitely see on the screen when my shields are up and down anyway. Right, let's request a docking and get on board while it processes that. Oops, ship's closer than usual. Oh, I love that sound as I just whooshed round like that. That was so cool. No, what am I doing landing gear? Right, we have 147 people watching. Hi everyone. If you've been watching for more than 5 minutes, then you have to leave a like. Actually, that doesn't count. You might not be liking it. But yeah, welcome everybody. Nice to see you all at this. It's 1:45 in the morning for me, so I don't know what time it is where all you guys are, but you're all very welcome in. I've probably used up quite a bit of Claude today. I don't know how much I'm allowed. Oh, here we go. Here we go. For the jump range, I want to be upfront about a limitation before I build this. Elite doesn't give a continuously live current range value at all. Only a snapshot that updates when the game logs a loadout. What I can do reliably, if your FSD is engineered, it is, the game tells me exactly how much fuel it uses per jump, so I can track your live fuel level, which updates every second, against that and shrink the displayed range proportionally once you're running low. So it's calculating how much fuel I'm using per jump and then adjusting my jump range based on that. All right, just do it. I don't know what you're talking about, but I know what you mean. But yeah, just go do it. So the other thing on this planet, bio-wise, is Bacterium alcyonium, which is 1.66 million, and a 500 meter. Oh, I need to tell it to put the range in as well for the plants. If it doesn't know, I can feed it the table. I can say, I can give it a whole list of all the plants and how much distance each one needs. So no problem on that side. Why is it saying that it can only calculate that if it's engineered though? Alright, so this is version 7. I probably be a bad time to ask it this now. On the exos, does the journal show, hold on, the range needed to grab another sample, because it would be nice to display e.g. What was the fungoida? Oh, bacteria. Let's just do bacterium. E.g. bacterium 500 meters. It might have to write a brand new version of that file now. Right, let's go here. Oh, it's already bacteria now. Now this time we'll land in the daytime. Show me. Okay. I was trying to find us just a smoother place out of everything we can see here, but it looks like it's okay. We just need to avoid the dark brown area, which the map is already doing for me. So we're fine. It says not directly, no. The journal logs that you took the sample, but not the minimum distance. It says now let's add the colony range table and wire it into the genus hints and species notes. So it obviously knows that information anyway. I guess we're landing in the crater. Yeah, it knows that information anyway, so it's just like it's going to do it. Now update the EXO OBS to display it. Okay, genus hints. There's so much stuff going on with what it's doing here. This table is community documented. That's fine. It's been stable for a long time, but if Frontier ever tweaks the range, which they're not going to, let's face it. They're not just suddenly going to make bacteria 600 meters or 300 meters, are they? Right, so now we have a new version of the EXO. Let's put that in now. So there's overlay 7, and I keep shutting down the frickin' plugins folder, thinking I'm not going to need that again today. Oh, how wrong I am. Alright, so there's the plugins folder, there's the new EXO overlay, and replace the files. Again, it's still only 3 files. It's 2 HTML files and a Python script. That's all it is. But we need to restart ED Market Connector every time, so let's do that. And this should update the exobiology box and the ship status box. It should do both with the new information of what we want. Okay, so EXO data, refresh. And ship data, refresh. Okay, apparently I've got no fuel. I think that's because I'm in the Nomad. Right. What are you guys seeing as my... Ooh, no. Didn't want to do that. What are you guys seeing as my jump range? I suppose I could make it bigger, couldn't I? 8821. Okay. That actually might be true based on the fuel. No, it can't be. 8821. I don't know. I don't know if it's... I don't know, guys, if it's that much. I mean... I know that I've burned off some fuel, but not enough to take it to 88. I think I'd rather have it just display my ship's jump range. And maybe even the ship's name or something like that. Ship status. And then you can just put like Caspian or something like that next to it. I don't know. Right, bacteria. Here we come. Now, this is Alcyonium, right? Which... Isn't that the one that camouflages itself with the color of the ground? We just have to stay inside this crater, really. Although it was blue outside the crater as well, so we could venture out if we wanted to. So are you blending in, or are you... Yeah, you are. Look at that cap for camouflage. You can barely freaking see it until you get right up onto it. Ouch. $12,000 light year range, wouldn't that be nice? You can barely see the prick. There it is. Underneath the... It's actually scanning the tail lid. Right, so I don't know what that says, but it should be 500 meters. I'm going to enlarge it for my own benefit. Oh, nice. Fungoides is 300. I'll confirm that in a second, but I think I'm pretty sure it's correct. Fungoides is... Yeah, 300 meters. I mean, Elite Observatory Core is able to scrape, like when you're moving away, or let's say you get back into the Nomad and you fly 300 meters and you get beyond the range, it's able to tell you. So yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to do that as well. Anyway, 500 meters we need here. But I don't know. I mean, for you guys as viewers, is this information handy to you to see? It's just extra. My next one is going to be, I'm going to create a bar across the top of the screen for Flight Simulator, so you guys know where I'm going from, where I'm going to, the waypoints. And I don't know, maybe even the current weather. We'll see. We'll see what we can cram into a small space. Just gonna hang on a second. Sometimes the terrain has to update. Especially if you've been going fast. But I don't think we're going quick enough to worry it. It's not going to be over there, is it? You need to stick onto the flat stuff. Hey, I thought I properly landed behind it. I'm sure I landed in front of it. I meant that it would be behind me. Uh, where did it go? I must be on top of it, I guess. There it is. I'm sure I went past it. Obviously I didn't. Yeah, so you guys can see at a glance how many samples I've taken now, and even I can see it's yellow and it's not confirmed. It's the green one. It's the green neon. All I need now is a couple of NVIDIA decals on the side. It might as well be an NVIDIA looking thing, right? Because it's got the... yeah. NVIDIA. Yellow. Plenty. Got a couple of backies there. There's a couple in the back, in the foreground as well. Right, we're definitely behind it now. No, we're not. We're in front. It's behind us. You know what I mean. There we go. Have to let the animation complete and get on board. Now, the amount of fuel, I know it's is it updating it? It's got a weird number there. I don't think it's coping with the Nomad. Once we get on board the ship, it should put the right fuel back in. The jump range, I don't know where it's getting that from. It's just making numbers up now. So, I said at the beginning of the stream, which was 2 3/4 hours ago, that I needed a coffee, and I'm still here without one. So, would you guys wait while I went and just made one? I have a very quick boiling kettle. It's very fast at doing what it does. It won't take me long. Right. Will the fuel status change when we get on board? It does. So you saying that my jump range is 8821. I'm calling BS on that. Unladen. It did get it right. It just got the wrong number. Okay. I'm going to send it a screenshot. But it's the unladen amount, not the current. Can you fix it? And here's a screenshot of what it looks like. Yeah, 8821 is the unladen weight. So, yeah, okay, fair enough. It didn't really mess up. And my fuel is what? 95.1, 85? I don't know. Can't see it. Right. I'll be 2 minutes, guys. I'm just going to make a quick coffee. I will literally be no time at all. So I will leave you with an outside shot. Won't take me long with my quick boil kettle. Mamacita, thanks for waiting, guys. That was longer than usual. I got delayed at the start because I had to come back upstairs for something. And then when I brought the coffee up, I forgot to put sugar in. I only take a little bit on the end of the spoon. And I had to go down and do that as well. Anyway, coffee is here, nice and hot. Where are we done? We're done, aren't we? So, is it a case that when we leave this planet, that the exobiology screen will disappear off the screen? Let's see. Thank you. Yeah. And thank you everyone for waiting for me. Let's get right out of here. Now, I've noticed the exobiology stays on there. So what happens when we jump to the next system? Oh, it's got that in yellow? Okay, that's a decision it took on its own. I didn't ask it to put it in yellow, but it's decided it needed to do that to make it look nice. I like that, it just makes its own decisions. Right, I'm hoping when we jump that the exobiology box will disappear. Because, you know, until it's needed again, basically. Okay, it doesn't. Well, it stays on there. Is it okay like that, or is it okay to have it displayed like that, or are we? Or would it be best for it to disappear? What do you think? Right, it's actually given me a new overlay for the jump range. I don't mind it like that, but it's less clutter on the screen if it disappears, I suppose. I'm just going to say one last thing and then I'll leave it alone. Once I've scanned, or actually once I leave a planet or jump to a new system, can the exobiology screen disappear until needed again? Good thing about AI is it doesn't get tired. Right, so my fuel is 75%, is it? Let's fuel scoop and get that progress bar back up again. Look at it filling up there. Oh, that is so good. I want to run the fuel low, actually. I want to see at what level I have to get to on the fuel for it to turn amber. What percentage would it be? 30? And then 10% would be red? Who knows? Okay, so now it's given me another new version of the script. Update the OBS to hide the whole panel when there's nothing to show. Replace and restart as usual, then refresh the... Yep, okay. So now the behavior is leaving orbit around a body. Heading back to supercruise clears the data. Jumping to a new system clears everything. It says already worked. Not really. The whole panel now disappears entirely from the screen whenever there's nothing to show. No empty box sitting there, and reappears automatically the next time you FSS scan a system with biosignals or arrive at a body. It didn't work last time we FSS'd, but let's try it anyway. So I haven't used version 8, so I'm just going to overwrite and call this one version 8. And then let's open the zip file. I'm trusting that I do have the plugins folder still open somewhere. Of course I don't. No, of course I closed it, thinking I wouldn't need it again. Right, so plugins, open plugins folder. Oh boy. Right, so let's do that. We've got the plugins folder. Let's shut down Market Connector so it can reload the new files when it loads up again. And copy the 3 files. It's the same 3 files getting replaced every time. Do not close the plugins folder. You will need it again today. Learn. Oh, I like the coordinates though. That's cool because it changes every time I'm. Yeah, those are the galactic coordinates where I am. In case anyone needs to pinpoint me on the galactic map, you can. It's a slog, but you'll have to find me that way. You'll have to do the three directions first. Take a while, but you can do it. Okay, so we've done that. So now, if I reload the ship data first. Wait. What's my jump range? 84, 83. All right, let's refresh that. It's still saying the wrong one, isn't it? It's still saying 8221, the bastard. Okay, and the exobiology data, if I refresh, disappears. Sweet. What's with the jump range? So, okay. Can you not display current ship's jump range? It's still showing unladen range. Oof. For some reason, guys, I'm getting dizzy with my glasses on now. My vision is getting a bit wonky. That's not good, is it? Yeah, I might have to quit this in a second. We're 3 hours in, though. Yeah, it's talking about engineering and deep charge. I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I'm going to have to drop this, guys. I don't want to. I've got 150 people watching. But I think my brain's telling me. Oh, let me just descan this. I don't know, I felt like my bloody eyes were looking in different directions for a second. Like, how much sleep does my body need, for God's sake? Oh, not my body, my head. I've had loads of hours. So, is it saying that if we find a planet with bio right now, it's going to pop something up on the screen? Yeah, no, this is the coordinates where I am in the galaxy, basically. as per the galaxy map, yeah. It'd be nice to do an updated version of Edison, though. When you you type in the coordinates you want to get to, and it guides you to it. But we already have Edison for that, really. So Edison does the job beautifully. Hello. Oh, it's popped up. It's popped up, guys. But what if I don't want to do that planet straight away? Now what happens? Oh, I think it'll just update. If I get another planet, it'll just update that, and then it'll go back and update this one when we jump to and go to that planet itself. Okay, so bacteria, Fonticulua, Fungoida, Osseous, and Tussock are all down there. And it's worth just under 16 million, so multiply that by 5, and there's your true value. But I think what I might do is just land there and call it a day or a night. And then we'll get the footfall, and then we'll scan the plants in next time. Is that going to be the only planet here? No, there's another one. And the exobiology screen updated, didn't it? It's getting clever, this little overlay. It's doing its thing. We're getting there. And apparently we have a new file. Oh, not yet, still working on it. Wow, it's really working hard to get this new jump range. It's telling me all of its calculations, though. If you're using a Guardian FSD booster, its flat range bonus isn't captured by this formula. Oh, bollocks. So I'll just have to say yes. Using Guardian FSD 10, so which gives me plus 10.5 light years, and FSD engineering is increased range plus mass manager. Right, I'm just going to land on the one we flagged, and that'll be it. When my head tells me enough's enough, that's good enough for me. That was an early dropout, but I wanted to be sure because it was really coming up on us quite quickly. We can pump it again. Quick one. Right, it's got a new script, but I'm not going to ask it. I would want to ask it, will this formula still work if I don't have a Guardian FSD booster, or if I don't have an engineered? Like, it seems it can't just take that 8550. It can't grab it from anywhere. It must be that the journal file is taking the unladen number 8821 and then performing calculations to work out how much the actual jump range is. Probably based on the mass of the ship and all that. And yeah, anything that we might be carrying. Such as the weight of the fuel, for example. Because that 8821 is how much light years we'll have if we run out of fuel. Unfortunately, we won't be able to jump it because we'll have run out of fuel. So, yeah, slight dilemma. Right, I'm just going to land anywhere. Oh, shit, we have to probe it.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
So bacteria osseous share the same, and then the other three share the same map. Looks like I'm landing on some graph paper. Hey, Mark. Oh, thank you, my man. Yay. Thank you, sir. Very kind. Thank you so much. Balked bits. $162. Guys, where were you before? Everybody. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow now because clearly I need some rest. Well, it already is tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, it's already Sunday. I'll be running this game again as soon as I can, as soon as my brain says green light. So don't forget to subscribe and ding the bell if you want to be notified. I can't handle this. I'm just going to do the advanced docking. Just let it do it. Thank you, Prince Caspian. Okay. Oh. We need the footfall. Yeah, hi Borked, yeah. Welcome to the family. Have I got around to unlock any merc? Not on this account. On the Rusty account, I think I've got around 200 or something. Oh, I thought we were going to get stuck there. I was just about to play the black screen song. Okay, so we've got confirmed footfall, so we'll get the bonus for the plants regardless of when we do it. And we are here. There's bios up there as well, but and on this one, but I should have. Yeah, this one had the most, so it's fine. Guys, I don't want to. I want to keep going, but I can't. Brain says stop, so I have to. I'll pick it up with Claude at some other time as well. and see if we can straighten out this jump range thing. If not, I'm not too fussed about it. It was just a nice little thing to have. Is that showing 5 of 5 again? Just see what it's saying. I just have to make it bigger quickly. Yep, signals 5. Yep, it's updated correctly. That is very, very nice. Okay. Guys, thank you everybody for coming tonight. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed some of it, or all of it, or bits of it. And I'll catch you next time. So have a good rest of your day and weekend and stuff. And yeah, take care. You're out plant gunning Colonia. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, plenty out there, yeah. Yeah, just Claude.ai basically. Bumblebee, just go to claude.ai and ask it to do it. Take care, everybody. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.